Okay, so the next one is for Unit 2 strings and console output. But, oh wait, I think this is, yeah, these are the lessons. We have to go back to the course page just to get the activity, which is for the date and time. So let's just do it here. Okay, and we're going to again follow the instructions. And then I'll be writing the codes and explaining the ones that need explanations, but for the rest, which are pretty self-explanatory, I won't be resetting the previous codes that I've done. Okay, so for uh, this activity basically explores how we try to write the date and the time with a specific format in Python, how we do the codes for that. So for now, we're just going to click save and submit for this. Okay. Now we are going to use the function called datetime.now, which will retrieve the current date and time. So let me just reset the code first. So this is the sample, and then the first line imports datetime library so that we can use it, and then the second line prints the date and time. Okay, so we have to create a variable called now on line 2. Just type now equals to, it has to be the result of datetime dot now, and we also have to print the value of this variable. So submit, and so it's March 18, 2016. Current time is 8:57:29 seconds. Start next lesson. Okay, so now let me reset the code again. So on a new line, we have to print now dot year. The reason is because if you remember the previous format of how it appeared in the order of the year, the month and the day, then the hours, minutes, and second, and it looks like this. So now what we want to do is to separate the separate each. So we're going to separate the year from the month, and then from the day, and then the hours, minutes, and so on and so forth. So for now, we're going to print now dot year to print just the current year, no month or no date, just the year. And then next is we're going to print the month. So now that month, and then print now that day. So submit. And as you can see, so first we have the original format, and then on the next line we have just the year 2016, the month 3, and the day, which is 18. Okay, next is, wait, let me reset the code again. So from this sample, the format has to print it in a way that the year will come first, then there's a dash or a hyphen, and then the month, and then the year. So for this one, we're going to print it out with the slashes, and it has to be in the form of mm/td/yyyy. Okay, so we have to change the string so that it uses a slash character. So we're going to change this one to slash and then this one to slash. Next, we have to rearrange the parameters in the order of month, day, and year. So it has to be now dot month, now dot day, and now that dot year. Submit. There you go. Okay, next is, okay, let's reset the code. We're gonna do the same thing with time, but for this one, we're going to change the character, so from slash to colon, and then the format of hour, minutes, and seconds. So now that hour, now that minute, and now that second. See, so it's 9:01 and 19 seconds. Okay, now the finale. Let's reset the code. Now we're going to combine the two, the date and the time. So first, the instruction is to print the date and time in this form. So to start, we have to change the format string to the left of the operator, of the percentage operator, so this one. So we have to have 6 of these placeholders, which we're going to start with the date. So just to make it easier, instead of typing everything, let's just copy it here and then add a space. Okay, so it has to be a slash, so the month, then the day, then a slash, then the year, and it has to be a space in between, so we already have that, and then the format for the time. Okay, now we're going to place the variables. So there's now that month, now that day, now that year, and then just the hour, minute, and second. And there you go. So next is the activity for conditionals and control flow, which is the Pig Latin.